my gosh! What's up, guys? Today we're going to be diving into Vinland Saga. Guys, this show is freaking fantastic, okay? For those of you who haven't watched Vinland Saga, it's basically about revenge, redemption, betrayal, and a lot of war. Today we're going to be diving into our guy, Askeladd, and how he's one of the most hated characters in the series, but weirdly enough, also one of the most beloved. Alright guys, with that being said, we're going to dive right in. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more future content, alright? Guys, when I say Askeladd does not give a rat's butt, like this man truly does not care who you are, okay? He's the type of guy who will pop you for some cash, whether you're a nobody on the street, mind you, or even the king of a country, like... So for example, right, our boy hunted down a legend amongst the Vikings, a guy named Thor, who actually was thought to have been killed in war, but is actually living in peace with his family. Yeah, nice guy. He's pretty cool, actually. He's a very chill dude. But our guy, Askeladd, don't give a fuck. While Thor was on a journey to meet the king, our boy ambushed him in the freaking ocean talking about some, I'm gonna be nice since I'm getting paid and all, but give me your head and I'll leave. Thor's like, the hell you mean give me your head? Imagine you just chilling, right? With your kid, mind you, having a nice father and son outing, knowing doggone well that shit never happens. And this guy comes out of nowhere talking about some give me your head. The heck? So of course the legend Thor is like, fine, since you want to talk about it so much, let's fight like men, 1v1 for my head, and if you lose, let me and my people go. See, you can already see Thor is like a very stand-up guy. Like, hell, even his son is like, yeah, get him, dad, beat his ass. They're very nice people, you could say. Hey, don't get it twisted. Askeladd is on a different level. Mid-fight, he disappeared out of nowhere. Got me questioning whether or not this show got magic or something. Like, shit, where you go? Guys, this dude slid under that beam like some sort of snake coming out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. Slicing Thor in the chest talking about some shit too shallow. Bro, what? Cannot forget, Thor is the legend, so of course he got to get his hits in. Askeladd was like, weave. He started getting too cocky, so Thor pulled up out of nowhere talking about some, hey, I'm still here. Not gonna lie, at this point he got Askeladd struggling, okay? But Askeladd was like, nah, peep this real quick, and broke Thor's sword mid-fight. See, look, he got something up there. Look guys, he may not be the strongest, but he quick with it. And if you thought that was it, nah. Thor was able to hit Askeladd's arm and take his sword mid-fight. Talking about some, I won. Damn! Even Askeladd was impressed. He was like, dang, you strong as hell. And asked the guy, why have you been hiding for so long? Like, he actually ends up asking that question. And Thor was like, I'm actually weak. One who is a great warrior doesn't need a sword. Oh my God! Wow! He even got Askeladd stuttering talking about some, become our leader. Like, weren't you finna kill him a second ago? But Thor, being the legend that he is, couldn't bring himself to end Askeladd's life. Cause you know, the whole morality trait every main character seems to have. And instead, he just like, my guy, just surrender. You leave, I leave, we good. But being the sneaky rapskillion that he is, yeah, I said it, rapskillion that he is, had one of his homeboys pull up, kid you not, to take Thorfinn as freaking hostage, alright? He was all like, who the hell do you think I am? I ain't one of them righteous people you be hanging around. Since you won, I'll let your people go. But that head is mine. Oh my gosh, bro, what? And kid you not, guys, he had his people shoot freaking arrows at our guy. Like, dang. But Thor, being the legend that he is, while arrows are honestly piercing his lungs, mind you, he talks for like another 5 minutes, giving orders, and still is able to have a one last Uncle Ben moment with his son. Not gonna lie, this guy is crazy. All right, guys, this part honestly had me crying. I was like in tears watching this. Keep this in mind, guys. This is only the beginning of this show. It gets worse from here, right? Okay. So after the whole incident with Thors, apparently Thor's son ends up becoming a stowaway on Askeladd's trip, causing him to basically go on journeys with Askeladd throughout the whole entire show as one of his people. And throughout the whole entire journey, mind you guys, this is like years upon years later, right? Thors really just sticks around Askeladd to try to revenge his father, you know, and it's a build of all that hatred and malice towards Askeladd. And kid you not, Askeladd don't care. Like, kid you not, guys, he does not care. He's like, okay, well, since you want to kill me so badly, I might as well put you to use. So kid you not, guys, he trained freaking Thorfinn to become like an assassin, you could say, like doing his biddings in order for him to eventually take revenge against him. Like, guys, I don't know what the hell sort of mindset you have to be Askeladd, but he was like, fine, if he wants to be a man about it, you gotta first earn it. Like, guys, it's crazy. At this point, I would not be surprised if 90% of the audience that was watching the show like genuinely hated Askeladd like to their core. Like, I would not be surprised, because that's genuinely how I felt when I watched this part, and I was like, bro, Askeladd is a dick. Askeladd is that type of dude that would switch up on you in an instant. And by that, I mean, this dude was like, you know what? I don't like none of y'all. Y'all all get on my nerves. Fuck y'all. I kid you not. He said that. And he was like, well, this sucks. Oh well. And starts killing them left and right. Like chopping off their heads. Guys, he went nuts. He went freaking nuts. And you know what? By the end of this whole massacre that he did on his own teammates, mind you, because they became a liability. What? Oh my gosh, what? And guys, if y'all thought that was bad, it doesn't stop there. I don't know what it is. I feel as though he's actually trying to prove my point. But kid you not, guys, in the most notable moments in the entire series of Askeladd's final arc, this is honestly where he goes from being the most hated character to one of the most beloved, really. So to help give some quick context, during Askeladd's and Thorfinn's journey, they came across Prince Cantu, the timid son of King Sweeney of Denmark. Guys, if I'm honest with y'all, Cantu was completely weak. Like, like he was genuinely like very lacking in a lot of things that you expect from a leader, really. So I would say Askeladd played a very significant role in Cantu's development, acting as his mentor and guiding him through political issues. It was very clear, though, Askeladd was doing it mainly for himself because his loyalty lies with Wales, his homeland. He saw Cantu as a way to secure a future where Wales may not be protected in the future against Denmark. But I would even argue Cantu's transformation is also a turning point for Askeladd, because while he sees Cantu as a tool to manipulate for his own gain, like, we're not surprised, that's Askeladd, that's him. He starts to genuinely believe that Cantu can bring about a better world. As the story progressed, King Sweeney, Cantu's father, bro, this dude gets on my freaking nerves. Like, he looks like a dried up raisin. I don't know what it is, guys, but sorry, but bro, he gets on my nerves. So Cantu's father becomes an increasingly oppressive and tyrannical figure. Sweeney is the ruler of Denmark and seeks to expand his power by conquering other territories, including Wales. King Sweeney's ambition threatens Askeladd's home, and this puts him in a very precarious situation where he must balance his alliance to Danes with his desire to protect Wales. Like, guys, it was already like hard in the beginning, right? Because of essentially Askeladd was going to use Cantu as a way to, you know, be friends with the king himself. But the king, guys, the king don't give a fuck about his son. I'll tell y'all straight up, he did not care. The reason why Askeladd and Thorfinn even came across Prince Cantu in the beginning was because the king sent his son out there to fight in a war knowing doggone well his son can't fight, and was hoping his son would die. Like, guys, that's how crazy the king is. He don't care at all about his kid. So you can already say, like, this was already like preconceived that this was not finna work, you know? So when Cantu is actually eventually threatened by his own father, Askeladd does something nobody saw coming. he sacrifices himself, taking down King Swinny in the most dramatic way possible. My guys, he cut off his head. Like, kid you not, he cut off his head in the middle of everybody, all the knights and everybody. He did not care. He just, knowing doggone well he was gonna die. But at the least, he goes out in his own terms, ensuring Cantu's rise to power. Guys, this whole moment in the story sent literal chills down my spine. I couldn't even believe it myself. Like, the guy who spent the whole series manipulating everyone and creating traumatic experiences for everybody suddenly becomes the one person willing to risk it all for the greater good. Hell, he even had Thorfinn screaming for him. Like, guys, kid you not. Even though the whole, like, you know, beginning of the story, like the whole revenge plot between him and Thorfinn, even after all of that, Askeladd actually became Thorfinn's mentor / father figure for the rest of the series. Like, the lessons he was able to teach Thorfinn really carried him and pushed him to what we see later in season 2 as a guy who wants to change his life. So guys, as much as you hate him in the beginning of the show, you can't help but be intrigued. He's not just a villain, he's a complex, layered character. As the series goes on, you can start to see why Askeladd is the way he is. He's not some mindless killer. He's a strategist, a survivor, and a man with his own moral code, even if it's twisted. You eventually learn about his backstory, his hatred for Denmark, his loyalty to Wales, and the burden he carries from his upbringing. He's not just a menace, he's a man trying to navigate a brutal world the only way he knows how. One thing I learned from Vinland Saga is it's really heavy on the premise of war. And in order to become a warrior, you have to kill. And I think it's very nice for them to show us that complexity in the world through the eyes of Thorfinn, who is essentially an innocent young boy just trying to get through life and really take the revenge for his father. Hell, you can even see it as they portray Askeladd as a character who's essentially a villain in the story. And one of the main reasons why the plot is driven forward, it's like in a way showcasing how the effects of war can really change a person. And that, my friends, is why Askeladd is the freaking GOAT, okay? Like, kid you not, guys, he is honestly the most memorable character that I've ever seen in, like, anime, actually, in a while. Amazing, really. So yeah, Askeladd, a certified freaking menace, but a menace that we all love. If you agree or disagree, please tell me down in the comments below and tell me how you thought about Vinland Saga and how the story played out. I'm actually curious how y'all think, because I personally really enjoyed the series, and I think y'all would too. So alright guys, thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.